Hello, can you hear me? Great. So, Eric, you are a wonderful young pianist. Can I ask you, how old are you?
I am 11 years old. I'm 11 years old.
11. Wow. Well, I'm going to give you another round of applause on that lovely performance of this Debussy prelude. So, Eric, I want to tell you, I think Debussy is a wonderful composer for you and your style as a pianist, because the colors, the sounds that you got out of the instrument, it was that kind of aromatic French sound that we always associate. Like, if you think of Debussy, like some of his other preludes, the perfumes on the night air is one of the more evocative ones. This one, The Hills of Anna Capri, it's all about atmosphere and mood, color, just beautiful sounds and pedaling. And you did such a good job bringing all of these wonderful things to this very colorful prelude. So let me ask you, have you ever been to Anna Capri? We have this prelude, The Hills of Anna Capri.
No, I've never been to the hills of Anna Capri, but I've been to France.
So you've been to France. So we have some wonderful inside knowledge here on how to play Debussy. So do you know where Anna Capri is?
It is in France.
Ooh, close. It's actually in Italy. So next time you're on Jeopardy, you'll get that question right. So Italy, so close to France. So you were very close. And I'll tell you, I have not been, but I've seen pictures and I have friends who've gone. It is like one of the #1 holiday destinations. We're talking beautiful expanses, blue water, big hills, and everyone there is just so happy and full of joy. When you're on vacation, what do you feel?
I feel happy, very joyful.
Yes, exactly. So what I would love to hear a little bit more of in your performance of this piece, and we can work on this a little, is that kind of wild abandon. This feeling of, oh, I'm on vacation, I don't have homework, I can just dance and skip and have a great time. Like, for example, even right here, our little melody. I would love, like he writes joyous and light, joyeux et léger. So I would love to feel like you're just skipping with joy when you play that. Like, you know that rhythm, ba-ba-da-ba-da-da-da. Just a little bit quicker, lighter. And I would love some of these moments, like right here at the very beginning, ba-ba-da-da-da-da-da. I want to feel like you have just leaped with joy. So I want you to be a little less careful when you play this. And I want you to have a little more fun. And we'll talk about the specifics and how we're going to accomplish that. So let's go little by little. Let's start one more time right at the beginning. And you did such a beautiful job here with that opening, wonderful atmosphere, good pedaling. Can you maybe go a little bit deeper in the keys so that everybody all the way in the back of the hall can hear every single one of those notes? So try it one more time from the top. Is that good? Everyone in the back hear it? Yes. And then a little quicker. Ba-ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. Right in time. Nice. Can you put a little more arm into that? Yes. Yeah, and then right off with the pedal. Try it one more time. Yeah, from the beginning, one more time. No, wait, and right in time. Now keep going. No, wait. And now right here, abandonment. Yeah, very quick. So like, can you do more of a, Nice. I think you can do that even better, because you're a great young pianist, so I'm going to push you. So can you try one more time? Can you So I like the way you're starting this, brum, brum. It's kind of like the dance is just getting started. But by this point, can you really just throw it away? You finally arrived, you're on vacation, you're dancing, just let loose, wild abandon. I'm going to kind of push you. So listen for my snaps and see if you can accelerate a little bit more, a little more wild. Let's go maybe just right in here somewhere. Now wait and brum, 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 ba-ba-da-da-dum-ba-dum. Nice, yeah, very, very nice. Yeah, exactly. I think you should always strive for even more. So I loved that. I thought it was great. I think that's wonderful. And then when you arrive here at this beautiful D major, you should just feel so joyous and so full of life. So let's see. Let's do that one more time because you did such a great job. And then always onward and upward, more and more. I'm gonna ask you something actually. So have you ever seen an actor backstage after a play? Have you ever have you ever gone to a play or a Broadway show and ever met any of these actors backstage?
No, I didn't.
So I'll tell you, it's very shocking when you first meet these people. Their makeup is so overdone. It's kind of like garish. It's
Too much.
It's too much, exactly. But from the stage, it's just enough for the audience to perceive it. So as pianists, we're kind of in the same situation because when we think we're doing enough here, very often it's not quite getting out there. So I want you to do more than you think you need. So louder, quicker, faster in this exciting passage. Yeah, let's go right here. But just right there is where I want you to do a little bit more. More. Uh-huh. Nice. And then this little moment right here, I'm being very, very picky. Can you mark this? Because this is kind of like all wild, and then this is like where the dance really starts. This sets our tempo. So can you just mark that D a little bit? Nice, but catch it with the pedal. So one more time. Yeah, better. Remember skipping. Right there, I'm gonna stop you. This is, yes, you're already picking up. You're so smart. You're picking up on exactly what I want. Yeah, all of these little moments, ba-da-da-da, I want to feel like the dancers have just leaped in the air, ba-da-da-da. And then, you were doing so great. You started out here a little bit cautious. I would love a little bit more right hand. Your left hand sounds great, but just so that we can clearly hear, maybe try just that right hand one time for me. No left hand. Yeah, really great. I love that. Remember to skip and can you try a little bit more about that? Yeah, exactly. And then carry it all the way. So hear all of these notes. Try one more time from here and exaggerate. Remember your actor's makeup here. So exaggerate all of those dynamics. And then we have that lovely little bass line. Ba-da-da-da-da-dee-da-dum. Oh yeah, I love your left hand. Good left hand. Now very spooky. Bum, ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum. Wild, yeah? And now crazy yeah, all of these octaves. And crazy, yeah, these little drums. Can you just throw it away? Yeah, throw it away. So, like that, and then throw your arms up. And then one last thing. Sometimes what I like to say when we want to play really, really loud is you can kind of go in to the piano with your body. So like that. So when we want to play loud, we don't want to play down, we want to play in. So, try it one more time. One more time, I'm sure you can. Yes, exactly. So that's the kind of sound we want there. Just throw it away, and this is your chance to be a little bit of a divo. So like male version of a diva. You can just wild abandon, you're on vacation, you're skipping along. I want to say you did such a beautiful job with all of these octaves. There's a really wonderful line here that Debussy has written. It says, avec la liberté d'une chanson populaire. So, with the liberty of a popular song. So you're doing such a great job. What are you thinking about when you're playing that little melody in the left hand?
I feel like this part is more like romantic, and it's like I need to push in the piano and stuff.
Yeah, you're getting such a beautiful sound. You have a very good left hand, which we cannot say about all pianists. So you're doing a great job here. And I love what you said, pushing into the piano. It's kind of like every single note is singing. It's like you're giving each note special attention.
Like some pianists like push in too much, and that's not you're not supposed to like push in too much. Just like not too much and not too weak. It's like that. Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful. Wow. He's going to be, what a talent, what a thinker, right? No. I love this. I was not thinking about this when I was 11. I was like, what's the craziest piece I can play to show off? And then, of course, have terrible memory slips. So I applaud you. Yes, I think that's wonderful to be thinking about that. So I love all of this. This is just beautiful. That was just a side tangent. Your octaves here, da-dee, when the right hand comes in, that was so beautiful too. You had so much more vigor and excitement. And I really want, as you continue to work on this, because it's already so good and so refined. You can play all the notes, your technique is excellent, you have that beautiful Debussy sound, but that can't be all you have when you play Debussy. You also need some of that fire and excitement and abandonment, because Debussy went on holiday many, many times to this place, so this prelude is inspired by his own sort of wild vacations. Exactly. So we only have a couple minutes left, so is it 2? Okay, so I also want to say this part, this little jazzy section, that was very, very exciting. I wanted to get up and dance.
Yes, it's more of a folk song, I think, yeah.
Thank you, yes. So this folk song here, I love it. I could use maybe even more of this melody. Can you play for me just the dee-do-da, that great moment, and then listen as well to this line when you get there. very nice. Can you make that very smooth? This, like, still legato. Yeah, better. So let's see if I can do it. It's tricky, right? Beautiful, exactly. So that kind of beautiful singing legato line. So just last thing we'll do, let's talk about the ending, and then I'll leave you on your own. So what I want this ending, because look at his dynamic marking. Triple forte. Wow.
Forte fortissimo.
Exactly, or fortissimo. Wonderful. And he writes lumino, so illuminated, so like a chandelier, sparkling, glittering. This is your chance to just, this is really the last part of the piece where you can just throw your arms out. So can you start maybe right here in our coda? Oh, let's put that off actually. Let's try right here, right at the ending, lumino, and I want you to give it all you've got, throw your arms, wild abandon. This is the ending, it's your last chance to sparkle and dance.
And it's kind of like fairy dust, you know?
I love that. Fairy dust, yes, so embrace it. Beautiful.
It's like when you're starting a dream.
Yes, like starting a dream. So, on that note, thank you so much, Eric.
You're welcome.
Wow, wow, wow. That kind of performance makes my job very, very hard because it's already so polished and so refined, and I can tell you're listening to all of these gorgeous melodies that we have. Your left hand, again, another incredibly solid left hand. I'm so in awe of your octaves and this passion and the beauty and elegance that you bring to this. That was my first thought. I was like, what an incredibly elegant pianist you are. Everything is very beautiful. Your tones are singing and rounded. So this is my personal taste, but with this sort of piano sonata, here we have this Norwegian romanticism. And romanticism, well, tell me what you know about this idea. Are you familiar with this idea of romanticism?
A little bit. I know it's a lot of big slurs, phrases, and a lot more passionate than the classical or the Baroque era.
Yes, very good answer. So yes, wild emotion, this sense of previously, yes, just as you said with the classical and the Baroque eras, we were very much influenced by this rationalism, feeling grounded, logical thinking, mathematics, things like that. And here we have the Romantic era where suddenly composers just throw a lot of that to the wind. I mean, we still have some influence. It's a piano sonata. It has a very logical structure, as I'm sure you're familiar with sonata form. And so that's inherited from this era, but what we have inside of this sort of contained structure is these gorgeous soaring melodies, these explosive outbursts, like those octaves, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, bum. So I would love a little bit more of this kind of raw emotion that we have in this piece. And if we think about the country of Norway, where Grieg is from, one of the most incredible mythologies in all the world, Norse mythology. And we have these tales of Loki the Joker and Thor with his mighty hammer and the lovers and the tricksters, all of these incredible tropes and ideas that come out of Norse mythology, fairy tales, gnomes, fairy dust, as we heard earlier. So I want all of these, and I'm asking a lot of you because I know you can do it. You have incredible technique. So what I want is this intensity that I think we can find, and to open up your sound a little bit in some of the bigger passages. And we'll talk about the coda as well. So can we try one more time? And I wanna demonstrate a little bit, so if you wouldn't mind. So this opening, we have this amazing melody. It's like it's pulling us down into the depths of the earth. Kind of like that, you know, the
Hall of the Mountain?
Yes, Hall of the Mountain King. So that's kind of this similar idea. It's pulling us down into the earth. And then an accent. So I see someone's drawn an arrow and a nice line, and you're doing a great job. But I want you to make us feel like we're just being pulled down. And then keep going into here now, and then restart. And then fire, yum, and arrive. And does that making sense? Yes, so that's the kind of character I want. And one other thing, that left hand, you're doing such a great job. Can you just sit ever so slightly back when you start it? What I mean is like this. So, it's like, microphone. It's like the music has this incredible inertia. And it's so hard to get going, but once you get going, you just tumble down to that beat. kind of, do you want to give it a try? So give it all you've got. Feel that pull. And going on to there. Oh, so good, so good. Maybe you went just slightly too far, but that's the idea. So can you try it one more time? When you get to that B, I still want to feel like, yes, we've arrived. We totally felt that. But still within the world of the piano dynamic. Okay, one more time. And grow. Yes, so good. You're doing such a great job with these octaves. I hate to touch them even, but something I want to encourage you to try is a lot of your octaves, you play and then you're up. I want you to stay just slightly longer because that will help the sound linger just a little longer, and also it'll give you some of that power that I think you're missing out on. So let me show you what I have in mind. So, yes, great beginning. So good. And then these octaves. So these, maybe it's kind of like, have you ever made bread?
I haven't made it, but I punched the dough.
Punch the dough. Okay, so that's kind of the idea I'm going for. So I'm a big baker. So some of my baking analogies, piano informs my baking. It's crazy. But anyway, so when you knead bread, you've punched the dough. So it's kind of a similar idea. When you knead, K-N-E-A-D, you kind of grab and massage the dough in this kind of like tug and pull. And I think it's very similar to how we play some of our biggest sounds in piano. We have to knead the keys. So notice I don't leave right away. I'm not out of there. That is one way of doing it if you want that sort of sound. But if you want some raw power, it's in slow motion, it's like that. It's kind of like what I was telling Eric, you play into the piano. So knead all of those octaves and hang out on each one. Does that make sense? Do you want to try it? So yes, linger a little longer. Yeah, it's gonna feel weird. Okay, yeah, better. So something I like to do, let's try it in slow motion. So bum, pum, and knead each of those octaves. Yeah, so make sure your wrist is coming up into the piano. Yes. But fast attack, it's like, yes, your wrist comes up and it makes your fingers go down. I'm not getting your pinky. Can you hold it? It's a bit big, isn't it, that stretch? Yes, try some pedal, and then listen to how that sound develops. That's better. Yeah, that's better. Something I also encourage you to do is push with your body. Go in to the piano. Great. Yeah, nice. I think you've got more in you, but okay, let's give it one more try. And as much as you can do, yum. Each one of those, like you're a puncher of the dough. So punch those chords. Wow, pretty good sound. It feels different though, right? I like that. I think a lot of these really triumphant arrivals where you have these octaves, that's a kind of sound you can experiment with. You don't have to do the same technique every single time, but that's one way that's going to get you a big, rich sound. And as smaller pianists, we're not Van Cliburn over here, who's like 6 feet tall and big and can sit down and make a huge sound no matter what he does. We have to really use everything we've got to make these big, big sounds. So we'll leave that for now, but something to think about. Let's keep going. So all of this, you're doing such a great job. Let's jump, maybe, time goes fast. Let's jump a little bit forward, because this is all octaves. This is beautiful. Same thing here. I want to hear all of those last bum, bum, but just linger a little longer. Yeah, it doesn't have to be that long, but that's the idea. Just so that it doesn't feel clipped. Bum, 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 that sort of thing. Great, 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 great. Beautiful. I love your second theme. What a wonderful little dance. So when we get to this gorgeous, gorgeous, again, it's pulling us down. I want you to make me totally fall in love here with that melody. I want your right hand to just soar like an eagle. Maybe there's a Norwegian eagle that just soars over the fjords, the vast expanse of Norway. So can you play this right hand for me? And can you make me fall in love? Just see what you can do with that. And crescendo. And now pull away. Oh no, that was so beautiful. I know that left hand's tricky. Yes, now pull back. And now erupt. Yes. And restart. Yes. Something new. Hear that left hand. Da dee da ya da dee da da dum. Da da ba ba dum bum. And now left hand. Dee da da dee da dum. Left hand. So good. I love that. So this time I felt like you're really listening, because this whole development section, it's so complicated. Oh my gosh, we have melodies on top of melodies. So as you keep practicing this, I want you to do that sort of close listening where you decide what you want us to hear. Do you want us to hear the left hand here? Do you want us to hear this right hand? There's this dialogue going back and forth between those two hands. And I want you to be always listening for that. Excellent, excellent, excellent. And then we're back. Wow, great sixths. This, I wanted to like go, yeah, when you hit that moment. That was so exciting. Just make sure you don't give it up too soon. Keep it going, 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 going all the way through this pedal point, but then of course do that nice. So arriving like right here-ish. And then we're back at the recap. Just last thing, let's see. This coda is tricky, isn't it? Wow. Wild, wild, perpetual motion, allegro, molto. I missed some of the clarity in your rhythm. I mean, maybe it's just a little memory thing. I know how it goes. So I would say, one, be careful of your pedal here, because in a lot of these very thick textures, it can just build up the sound and obscure the rhythm. And also, let that left hand, let that be your motor. Just very, very solid, and let the right hand just fit in. That's all right. Your left hand sounds really, really great now. Right hand, maybe a little bit. Can you make it very, very short? See how he's gone painstakingly through and written all of these rests? Can we hear some of that? So, yep. Yeah, right? Wow, yes, so much more exciting, thrilling. So I think that's the trick. So keep working on short right hand, letting that left hand, maybe just word of quick caution, piano. We're starting piano, and we're growing. And then great job on these octaves. I think this is such a magnificent piece for you. You bring so much life and color. All I'm asking is just a little bit more of you, of that, just all of your deepest, darkest emotions, like pour them into this piece, let everything sing, and make the audience listen to you. You're already doing such a great job. You're a fabulous young pianist, and thank you, bravo.